We will implode more patriotic news. Thank you. Breaking: fans shocked after their favorite celebrity declares himself as a bisexual. The celebrities in the United States surprise us all the time. Fans are shocked after singer Aaron Carter stated that he is actually a bisexual. He revealed this Saturday on his Twitter account. To start off, I would like to say that I love each and every one of my fans. There's something I'd like to say that I feel is important for myself and my identity that has been weighing on my chest for nearly half of my life, Carter wrote, according to Fox News. This doesn't bring me shame, just a weight, and the burden I have held onto for a long time that I would like lifted off of me, he said. I grew up in this entertainment industry at a very young age, and when I was around 13 years old I started to find boys and girls attractive. Carter explained that his first experience with a man was when he was 17 years old with someone who he also worked with and grew up with. This revelation comes 3 weeks after Carter was arrested on DUI and marijuana charges while he was with his current girlfriend, Madison Parker. At the time, he was on his way to a performance in Kansas City, Missouri. Afterward, he claimed he didn't drink alcohol and police had forcefully grabbed him out of his car. I'll occasionally have a sip of a beer or something like that, but I can't even drink Ives. I can't drink anything like that. I have to drink the lightest beer possible that's not hoppy. I do not drink any hard liquor, he tearfully told ET. I do not drink, Carter insisted. Hire a polygraph person, a professional. Strap me up. What do you think of this? Share your Nothing but the truth. Ive Got Trump drops her bombshell on America. My father will never. Even though he had to face a lot of biased and fake accusations from the liberals and their mainstream media, Donald Trump did not stop gaining support from the U.S. citizens throughout his campaign, all the way to the White House. One may ask, how is it possible for a racist, homophobic, sexist to get the support of decent U.S. citizen? One may assume that those who voted for him are just like him. But the truth is really different. Trump's voters are aware citizens who can separate fake from real. And Donald Trump appears to be an effective, smart, and successful person. By looking at his children, one can tell what kind of person he is. Donald Jr., Eric, and Ive delivered some amazing speeches at the Republican National Convention. They all put everything in the campaign and helped bond with the U.S. citizens. From Conservative Tribune, as a tireless spokeswoman for now President-elect Donald Trump, Ive gave Americans a glimpse of what to expect of our new first family: poise, confidence, and a tireless work ethic. She campaigned from one coast to another. Ive, a successful businesswoman in her own right, spoke the fearless truth about her father's commitment to equality and opportunity. She never wavered in her support of his candidacy and was often the public face of the family. Thank you, America, for the trust that you placed in my father, Trump wrote. He will never let you down. The left really had no strategy against Trump's children, who are upstanding, decent, intelligent, and successful individuals. The media couldn't find any dirt to undermine them, so they tried to ignore them, sticking to tactics that disgrace their father. That was their mistake. Ive Got Trump was an effective champion of her father, inspiring many young women, mothers, and working professionals. She was a sterling example of Trump's respect for women, how he empowers them to succeed in every aspect of their life. When so many celebrities show off their spoiled brats, the Trump family continues to be respectable, decent Americans, fine role models for our children. Source: Conservative. Former President Obama has just released a statement, and it's bad, folks. There are few things that are as obvious as the hate that Barack Obama has for the United States. Not once in his 8 years in office did he seem genuine. The man has always come across as very hateful and obviously holds a grudge against Americans. Former President Obama wants to take down President Donald Trump. Sean Hannity strikes down the Obama administration with a chilling warning. As we all know, Sean Hannity prepares himself to file a lawsuit against Obama and his administration after it was revealed that he was a target to the illegal unmasking by the NSA. Hannity responded to the Gateway Pundit's report that he was preparing to sue the Obama administration in a series of tweets. In one tweet, he revealed he has hired 4 of the country's best attorneys because the Constitution matters. Hannity has been preparing for litigation for a few months. As TGP reported in April, according to reports, Fox News' Sean Hannity was also caught up in the Obama administration's surveillance and unmasking scandal. Sean Hannity was a guest on Rose Unplugged and gave his reaction to these allegations. Hannity, look. I'm only reading the same things that you're reading and I don't have any confirmation at all, but apparently somebody is saying that there was surveillance of me and unmasking of me. Now, I have no knowledge of it, Rose. We're friends. I always tell the straight up truth. And I will say this, if it ever does turn out to be true, I will be filing suit because, they can't say that is incidental surveillance because that would be that there was no way. Because I don't do anything nefarious and that would mean that I would have been a target of a political. If political surveillance took place of me, I will sue everybody involved. I promise you. Rose, good for you. Hannity, they will have to be deposed and go under oath and I will have civil action against anybody that might have been involved in that, but honestly I have no knowledge. I see what everybody else is seeing, my friends are seeing. I've been saying on Twitter that I have no knowledge of it. But there have been stories all over the place about it, but I really don't know. What do you think of this? Share your opinion. Top Democrats betrays his own party and when the reporters confront him he obliterated them instantly. There aren't many Democrats in Senate that have some common sense. Senator Joe Manchin is definitely one of them. Part of that has to do with the fact he's from coal country and the Democrats have done everything they possibly can to destroy that industry. The last candidate they ran for president even bragged about it during the campaign. Manchin often finds himself voting with Republicans, which is something most Democrats are way too stubborn to even consider. This week, Manchin was asked about why he wouldn't sign his name on a letter fully committing to talking points of the Democrat Party. His answer was pretty awesome. From the Daily Caller, West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin is up for re-election in 2018 but said Sunday he does not give a SHT about being re-elected. I don't give a SHT, you understand? I just don't give a SHT, he said in an interview with Charleston Gazette-Mail. Don't care if I get elected, don't care if I get defeated, how about that? If they think because I'm up for election, that I can be wrangled into voting for SHT that I don't like and can't explain, they're all crazy. Manchin's comments come as he and 3 other Senate Democrats refused to sign a letter establishing the party line on tax reform. The bottom line is, if it doesn't help West Virginia, it doesn't make sense to me, and just because there's an election doesn't mean I sign on or don't sign on, Manchin said. Kinda refreshing seeing senators who don't blindly accept what they are told by party leaders. You wonder sometimes if Manchin would be happier on the GOP side. The governor of the state he represents just switched parties. What do you think of this? Share your opinion. Breaking: Trump cuts 11,000 jobs from the federal government. One of President Donald Trump's biggest campaign promises was that he is going to drain the swamp. While a number of other promises have yet to come to fruition, such as the construction of a border wall and repealing and replacing Obamacare, cutting the bureaucracy in D.C. has been right up 45's alley. In fact, 11,000 employees from the federal government are now gone. From government executive, the Trump administration has shed nearly 11,000 federal employees during its first 6 months, reversing a 2-year trend of gains throughout the executive branch. Barack Obama continued to add employees to the government during his tumultuous 8-year run while Trump slashes. That is undoubtedly one of the main reasons he was elected. What do you think of this? Share your